was really like I only met Pimp like one time. You know what I'm saying? I only really worked. I worked with Pimp one time. What happened was Gator did a song. This was in 2007. Also, it was in I'm thinking it was September. It was either September or October of 2007. But what happened was you know, Gator was doing a song with Pimp. He was getting Pimp on this song he was doing, right? And so he's like, man, you know, Pimp had a show that day in out here in Dallas at some club out there in Arlington. I can't remember the name of the club, but anyway, they were so Pimp came out here. Pimp came through the studio. Man, it was just him, his bodyguard, and his son, like his oldest son, the one looked just like him. They came through there and shit, you know, him and Gator dropped the song. Actually, Gator didn't even drop his verse, but Pimp dropped his verse. And they, you know, that song that would later become Since the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So, and what was crazy about the story is that I was telling Pimp, you know, when he was in the studio, man, I was like, shit, man, I got some, you know, some tracks I want you to hear. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, well, shit, man. I was like, I gotta, you know, handle some business down in Houston in a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna come down there and get with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, man, shit just hit me. When you get down there, man, we gonna go through it or whatever, right? I said, okay, boom. So a couple of weeks later, we get down to Houston. Boom, boom, get through with everything else. Hollered, called Pimp and them. They were like, they were out there in Port Arthur. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, shit, fuck it, we gonna slide out there. But then it started raining, like real hard. You know, like, you know, I had Houston rain, man, like raining like a motherfucker, right? So we hit them cats back like, man, we ain't gonna be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? Cause this rain, man, just catch you on the, you know, on the next go round. Shit. There wasn't no next go round. You know what I'm saying? You know, a few months later, man, a few months later after that, you know, Pimp was dead, man. Pimp died. And so, you know, like wow, you know, I remember I called ESG, man. I was like, man, cause I was like, man, tell me this shit is a rumor, homie. You feel me? Like, nah, man. He said, man, he gone, homie. I'm like, wow. So I didn't really, you know, I don't claim to, you know, have known, you know, just been a, you know, me and Pimp wasn't, you know, partners, anything like that. Because like I said, I met him that one time and we worked together one time. That was the first and last time. And you know, and you know, it's like always it was a dream, man, to be able to work with Pimp and Bun, UGK, and all of that. And so, you know, I just figured, you know, at that point, you know, this man passed away, and you know, that's never gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? That's not, you know, that'll never happen. Not to even say that was the most, you know, important, because you know, this man lost his life. Because at the time when I got to Houston, as a matter of fact, like shit, I had. Like, I can't remember the order, but I had the #1 song, the #2 song, and like the #4 or #5 song on the radio. Like it was like, and those 3 songs, Busted Wide Open, The Dougie, and Bet You Can't Do It by Little O. All those songs were like, they were like the 1, 2, and I think it was 4, man. So these songs were spinning on the radio all the time. I couldn't step in the club. And they, you know, they were spinning all these records, man, like all the time. So. You know, so, you know, I was just picking up the work, but, you know, I knew that, you know, I had a whole nother dimension to my shit, you know what I'm saying, that I wanted to, you know, let the world hear, man. And so, you know, we were working, they were like, you know, we were working on this Pimp C album, this Naked Soul of Sweet Jones, right? And so, you know, I said, you know, I called Gator up. I said, man, you know, what you want to do with this song, man? You a Pimp guy. You know what I'm saying? What we did with Pimp, you know what I'm saying? Because I said, man, you know, like now, you know, shit, I mean, you know, it's a different situation because, man, you know, he passed away. So, you know, I said, man, I'm going to tell you what I probably, and I suggested to him that we should, you know, shoot that song, you know, let Jay and them know about the song and you know, try to get it on this Pimp C album. And so he's like, all right, cool, yeah, you know, that's what's happening. So I told Red and Jay, man, you know, we got this song with Pimp that Gator that we did with Pimp, man, before he passed away. And you know, nobody knew about the song because it was a song that, you know, Gator that we had done. You know what I'm saying? Down here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It was really a song that Pimp was featuring on with Gator. So we had this song, right? They're like, yeah, you let me hear it. So, okay, so bam, Jada came down there, whatever. So I was twirling with the beat, trying to get it right, cause I hadn't touched it like in over like probably a year or two, right? And so I was like, kind of shine it up a little bit. So we was they got the call, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, y'all come on in and meet Jay. It was about 2, 3 in the morning, right? So we go over there, man. I let Jay hear it. I wasn't even done with the beat, man. Really, it was just some more shit I wanted to do to the beat, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the time to do it, so I was like, shit, just let them hear it how it is, you know what I'm saying? They heard that motherfucker, man, like, shit, say, he was like, that's it, man, I don't even fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. And at the time, Gator hadn't even dropped a verse on the song. So Jay was like, shit, Gator, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man, put that shit on there, man. And shit, Gator came, Gator dropped his verse on there. And, a week or so later, man, Jay heard that shit. And I was like, man, Jay, like, man, that's it. That is it, Red. Everybody like, man, that's it. And I'm like, man, that song ain't even done. Like, man, don't even fuck with it. Fuck that. That's it. Alright? You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, shit, man, what do you think we need to put on this song, with him? You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, Pimp talking about, the E40 song, Bring the Yellow Tape in the first verse. So I'm like, well, shit, let's put E40 on there. They called 40, made it happen. And there you go, since the 90s. And then I had, I had to do some more stuff with that hook, man. I mean, with the music around the hook. So I had DJ Deuce and DJ E-Rock, you know what I'm saying, put the scratching, that's that scratching where you, that's Deuce and E-Rock scratching, on the turntables behind that. So, you know what I'm saying, and it's a classic.